Today I want to take you through why design thinking, what is design thinking, and why it's so important at Intellect, or for that matter, in our day-to-day life. I got inspired about design thinking when I was visiting Silicon Valley in 2007. And one question came to my mind, that how come a small population of 3 million people in Silicon Valley can have four companies have a market cap of double the GDP of India. That time it was equivalent to GDP of India. Today the four companies have a market cap at least 3 times more than the GDP of India. What makes them different? And that was a curiosity came to my mind. And the same thing is not happening in East Coast, in New York area or Chicago area, or not happening in Europe or other part of the world. What was so different? I found that there is a course called Design Thinking, which started by Stanford University sometime in 1992. The way Harvard University started the course of MBA in 1908. The design thinking expanded the scope of managing resources, which is the core strength of MBA, to the market opportunities, what customer is and what customer empathy means and what all you can do with the customers. So it broke away the thinking process of optimization of resources to expansion of opportunities. And that's where the design thinking comes from. That's the origination of design thinking. Now obviously design thinking is articulated by many videos you must have seen on a net. You will find some videos saying desirability, feasibility, viability is design thinking, intersection is design thinking, or mystery heuristics algorithm is a design thinking, which obviously it is, and we'll be sharing with you where that fits into. But that's not the only design thinking. Design thinking is the way we think, the way we design, the way we look at the problem statement, the way we design life, the way we design our home. All are part of the design thinking. Human mind has got 5 minds to work on. First mind is my imagination mind. I imagine what I would like to be 10 years from now, what my solution will be like 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 3 years from now, 1 year from now. That is my imagination mind, my visualization. Who is my role model for that imagination? Where do I get inspiration from? If I get Arun Jain as Arun Jain, I get inspiration from Walt Disney, I get inspiration from Steve Jobs, I get inspiration from J.R.D. Tata, I get inspiration from Gandhiji. When you're designing a product, you must get a product from where you get inspiration from. And that is a part of imagination mind. Second mind is a learning mind. When I observe certain things, I read certain things, I listen to something, I need a dialogue with somebody, I do a circle time with somebody, that creates my learning mind. Third mind is getting things done. Whenever something is given to me which gives me the bread and butter, that is my doing mind. I do the things and I get the work done, and which we call getting things done mind. It's about how do I plan, how do I understand 1000-gram items, what is urgent, what is important. There are multiple books on this, on Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Effective Leadership. So it's about how to be more effective in your workplace or getting the things done. Fourth mind is the effective mind. Effective mind is the leader mind. When the first 3 points are basic mind for everybody, then you move from manager to leader. In design mind, you have a effective mind. Effective mind is about how you deal with your emotions. Because you may have a competency, you may have a skill, you may have expertise, you may have perspective, you may have idea, you may have you're aligning all of them together to get you a better person. But you have a doubts also. You have a conflicts, you have a anger, you have a fears, you have a ego, you have limiting beliefs. You love somebody, you like certain behaviors, and you have, sometimes you are vulnerable. So there are around 13 different elements which runs in your mind, from skill, expertise, perspective, ideas to alignment, which we call SAPI as an acronym, There are 5 things which is running in your mind: doubt, conflict, anger, fear, and ego, decaf. And there are 3 things which is having a potential of exponential growth is vulnerability, appreciation, and limiting belief. If you understand them, if you are aware of them. And that is the 8 elements from decaf and VAL makes your effectiveness better. While your learning mind will make you sapia better, this will make your effectiveness better at the workplace. And finally, there is a 5th mind which is about influencing mind. I don't know how many people have seen the very old movie called Bawarchi. There was a servant in the house who was a cook in the house. You believe that what is the role of a cook in the family? This movie was made in 70s. Rajesh Khanna was played the role of a hero there, and he influenced the entire family, and entire family started looking not him as a servant but influencing his decisions. How do you at a workplace you can be influencing mind? Sometimes you are getting bottlenecked by the saying what can I do? I am just I'm just a software engineer, or I am just a business analyst, or I am just a subject matter expert. What role I have to play? I think you have a great role to play by becoming influencing. You can make a dramatic presentation. You can talk to the people. You can influence people around you. You can teach some people around you. When you teach, you learn. There are many methods which is there on influencing mind. I'll not go into details of it, but these 5 minds constitute a holistic design mind. From imagination mind to learning mind to doing mind to effective mind to influencing mind. Then you have to go each of the area, apply design thinking onto it. There are 3 laws of design thinking which I'll touch upon. When you go into detailed workshops of design thinking, you will learn about it. First law is less is more. You need to choose your battles rightly. You need to choose your expertise rightly, but choose few of them, not choose 20 of them. Be best of them. Second law of design thinking is when you are doing 20 activities, choose the activities 1000-gram activity, 100-gram activity, and 10-gram activity. 10-gram activity will make you 100 gram. 10-gram activity will make 1000 gram. If you pick up 3000-gram activity per week and solve those 3000-gram activity, your productivity effectiveness can go significantly higher. And third law of design thinking is last 2% is 200%. When you write a program, you can code the program within a 2 days period. When you test the program, it may take 6 days. When it goes to UAT, it will take another 2 weeks. If you do first time right, which is last 2%, 98% you believe that coding is done right. When you write a program specification, 98% program specification can be written in 2 days, 3 days time. But we leave some of the small nuances when you write the specification, how the workflow is there, who is the maker, who is the authorizer. Those things will be left over there. When you are working as a project manager, do a project plan. You may do a project plan at a weekly level. You may do a project plan at a daily level. But in daily day also there are 4 sessions. If you divide the day into 4 sessions, 9 to 11, 11 to 1, 2 to 4, and 4 to 6. You can break down the activities, and when you do the breakdown the activity at that level, that's where the detailing comes into picture. And that's about last 2% is 200%. And we call it, when you detail it out L1, L2, L3. Level 1 is a macro picture of the problem statement. Then you make it next picture, which is micro picture, which is the L2 picture. Each L1 item is broken into L2 item. And then you break down into third picture, which is the L3 block, where the granularity comes in. In few situations, when you are writing a detailed product, I go into the point of L4 also. When I give a specification somebody, I'll say, I need this particular experience, this particular font, this particular color. The color should be like Rolex green color, or color should be like Coke red color, or Pepsi blue color. There's a minor shades difference in each one of them, and that is where the detailing comes in, and that's where the L4 comes in, and that's where the 3 laws of design thinking comes in. You will experience all of it when you are working with the intellect people in the system. But this is not applicable to intellect. I would like to say that this design thinking we applied for panchayat development, we applied for SME business management, we applied for startup ecosystem, we applied for government processes. Design thinking is a fundamental skill which can accelerate your journey at least 2x, if not 5x. As soon as we have seen, the people are becoming more and more mature on design thinking as they go along. They are becoming more and more aware of their decaf element, they become aware of val element, and they are able to see when the actual event is happening, what is making them angry, or what the conflicts are. They are able to manage the situation much better, and output is improving manifold, and this is the power of design thinking. And it can make a big difference to all your life. Thank you.